Just 10 centimeters from tragedy, Paolo Simoncelli's call for change in MotoGP. Just 10 centimeters. That was the distance between Jorge Martin and a major tragedy in the Qatar MotoGP. A distance so small, yet it separated disaster from a miracle. And the one person who truly understands what that distance means is Paolo Simoncelli, father of the late Marco Simoncelli, who tragically died on track at Sepang in 2011. Paolo knows all too well that in the world of racing, life and death are often separated by a razor's edge. Martin just survived one of the most horrifying crashes of the season. He was violently thrown off the bike, suffering 11 broken ribs and a punctured lung. And yet, somehow, he survived. He landed just 10 centimeters away from a spot that could have repeated history. We leave Qatar with gratitude, not for what happened, but for what didn't happen, Paolo Simoncelli said. He was thrown 10 centimeters from the point of no return. It wasn't his moment. Call it fate or whatever you want. But within those few centimeters, tragedy could have been unavoidable. Martin himself, from the hospital, whispered with a grateful heart, "Alhamdulillah, it could have been so much worse." Though still in pain, MotoGP medical director Dr. Angel Chart said Martin's condition is improving steadily. Still, there's no clear timeline for when he'll return to racing. But Paolo sees this incident as more than just another injury. For him, it's a warning bell, one that MotoGP keeps ignoring. He points to an alarming trend, the relentless pursuit of speed and performance, often without proper control or consequence. Rims are getting lighter, but also weaker. Every time they bend or break, it's a setback for the teams. And too often, they get the green light again without enough caution. Rules or ruin. The harsh truth Paolo Simoncelli wants MotoGP to hear. Paolo's sharpest criticism is reserved for modern runoff areas. Gone are the gravel traps and natural limits. Now, it's all paved with asphalt, and that, Paolo says, has changed everything. Riders know there's no gravel, no cliff waiting behind the corner. Those who go wide can return to the track with no problem. Those who don't make mistakes, what reward do they get? We keep rewarding risk and punishing precision. In his eyes, MotoGP is creating a culture where recklessness gets ahead, and smart riding gets nothing in return. The line between genius and danger is getting blurred, and that could cost lives. Paolo doesn't just criticize, he offers a solution. Clear rules. Real consequences. I've said this for years. Go off track. 1 second penalty. If not, since we can't dig crocodile-filled moats, then bring back the gravel. Where mistakes cost you. Where every move matters. MotoGP has always been about pushing limits. But if those limits no longer exist, and risk no longer comes with a price, are we just gambling with fate? 10 centimeters saved Jorge Martin. Next time, we may not be so lucky. Maybe it's time MotoGP stops relying on miracles and starts choosing safety.